The secret to chess is not moving, by the way. That is one of the little known secrets. Not moving, more thinking. See everything about your possible destination before you move. Always look back and see what you could have done better, what you were planning on doing, and what succeeded, what worked, and what didn't. Always look back at your games, review, and learn. Studying the game in its entirety is the way to go. You have to develop all parts of your game equally in order to increase in strength, because opponents are going to be weak in various areas of the game, and if you can win 2 out of 3 of the areas of the game, then like on American Idol or any of those voting survivor shows, you will move on to the next phase. If they're attacking your rooks, threaten a queen. If they're attacking your queen, threaten checkmate and pawn. And in all cases, you can counterattack with check as an in-between move. Counterattack, the #1 tool, recommended by grandmasters.
It's really all about your diet. You know, you are what you study. And if you study great players, you play great chess. Playing blitz with Hikaru Nakamura, or regularly playing blitz with someone who literally shows you glaringly what you're doing wrong, like that. There is no substitute for the old-fashioned, just getting slapped across the face when you make a mistake. Just no substitute.
The problem is that right now, I believe that Browne is the better player, and nothing's going to change that. The only person that can change that is right here. If you honestly put anyone on a pedestal, then you're already going to have an experience. You're going to have some difficult experiences against opponents. If you put anyone on a pedestal, then you might as well just hang it up, because you're not going to be able to beat them. You have to take the bull by the horns, find their faults. They are human like anyone else. And that's all you have to do, is raise yourself up. A certain comfort zone soar toward playing correctly, grabbing space, an equal amount of space, having equal chances to win, not letting yourself fall behind in any manner, way, shape, or form by gambiting a pawn unsoundly, like in the Stafford Gambit, but simply playing good chess. So many people out there. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. We don't have that many in this arena, but that's to be expected as we're competing with the Tata Steel's blitz and so forth. It is very awkward. The first day is happening. I do not hear anything. It's interesting. Let's get some tunes going. Pop out. We'll see what we can do. EDM, Kawaii, Lo-Fi House. Oh. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Started off the day with the lower bullet thing. Let's get back in here. I spotted Itar. I don't know if I like this. This is better? This has to be better. Not a big fan. Not a big fan of this, but I am going to, interestingly enough, try to take advantage of it. We'll see what he's up to now. Really? going to do that to me. It is interesting. It is creative. It is awkward. It's true. We got there. And now even more awkward. Interesting. Can I? It looks like we're winning material out of this deal. Here. There. Yes, we're winning material out of this deal. It's official. It is official. No pre-moves. I thought this was going to happen earlier with more material on the board, to be honest. Interesting. It's true. Is that not trapped? Oh, isn't that fascinating? Did he save himself? Or did he just allow more trouble? We're not even up a pawn. Absolute craziness, Moneypenny. Yeah, that would leave a mark. It's hold on. I just need to get to computer analysis. We'll be right back, Idzar. Some lo-fi in the house. What has he paused? Oh, he scared me there for a moment, sir. I wasn't leaving you. I just needed to get that analysis in. So far, I'm up 4-1, it seems. And I'm not going to offer any resistance here either. Go ahead. Do I? more attackers. This just does it. This just does it. Oh no, it doesn't do it, does it? That's a bummer. Let's keep attacking. The clumsier the better. This hopefully will leave a mark. There's the mark. Is he not on me anymore? He's not on me anymore. Should have given him another checkup. Too big? There's a "that's what they said" joke in there somewhere. Sadly, sadly, sadly. Let's make sure of our calendar here. Hopefully going to play some billiards today. What am I doing? What am I doing? I do not recommend bullet on the whole. However, it is a very fun, enjoyable form of this game that shouldn't be overlooked. Let's get our bullet rating back up over 2200, should we? Maybe after this. We only have about 5 minutes. I usually recommend Puzzle Streak. We're currently at 40. Check. Check. Wow, so much for that one. We are still at 40. How about that for making a random move, eh? How about that for making a random move? The first 100 are as easy as that one. Trust me. There are several stages where they tighten up. 40, 60, 80.
Said, man, sorry, broken T focus working right now at restaurant.
No worries, no worries. No worries, not your fault. I can't focus even when I'm playing. So I understand completely. Are you here in New York? Where are you at? It is tough because we need to have the bullet tournaments at the same exact time every week and for the same amount of time. So this one started a little later, but we should start at 5:15 for the bullet, 5:15 for the... I appreciate you showing up, though. I appreciate your sub as well. Absolutely. I have to mention that someone was asking me about Petrosian books.
ACM Jury said, well, if voice chat works on YouTube, I should probably be over here.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm sorry if you said hi in the other chat. I agree. I am catering a little bit more to YouTube because it works seamlessly. It's a little less gimmicky. You don't have the, I don't know, gaming recommendations. It's a little less gimmicky in the sense. So if you need to be in the dojo, I didn't actually advertise this tournament yet. You can find all of the dojos at those links. They should be coming up on YouTube as well. What's going on for the... okay, good. I saw YouTube and Kick, but... this is the current arena. And I also appreciate the sub. You don't have to hit the bell for notifications. I do know how annoying those are. Also creates more unnecessary internet traffic that all of us could use a little less of. So Tigran Petrosian was actually the person that helped me become a master when I needed to become a master. Let's give this a 1 minute break. We're going to see what we can do in 1 minute on Puzzle Streak. How about that? It looks like our opponent is just losing his pawn. Because when we get in front of it, this pawn runs. Let's not cover our board. One, two, check, takes. Oh, or we can do that. But what was going to happen on King over? I assume that it was G6, rook to G8, check, and then rook to H6, H8. Let's see, a G6. King H6. Oh, well, I was expecting king takes. But this is just game over too, right? So I was expecting king takes, and on rook to G8, we force the exchange of pieces. This is the one I saw. I did not see rook takes G4. This is only a draw? Excuse me? That assessment was so off. Oh, if they play knight takes f6. True. We don't win. True, we don't win. I hallucinated that one. We gave it a minute. We're going to do a puzzle streak every other. exercise every other, training game every other. Music got better at least. We have quite the number of tournaments that are going on. We've got Blitz coming up. We've got Rapid coming up. So of our 7 viewers, ACM jury, nice to have you here. I'm trying to actually determine what is being counted as a viewer and what's not, right? I don't believe that we have 7 full viewers. Well, if this tournament is winding down, we can probably get the advertisement out for the next one real quick. The Daily Blitz. 6-time U.S. champion Grandmaster Walter Browne was a very good friend. 24 minutes away. Wow. 6-time U.S. champion Walter Browne. I need more details than that. Control C. We have to do more tournaments today. We're going to have them at the same time every single day. 5:15, 6:15, 7:15, every single day. Forget the 7:05 a.m. That is just too early. I think I have the Rapid starting at 7:05 a.m. But we have to be consistent. 1/4 past. Give everyone a chance to arrive, set their time to get settled. Did I not advertise this on the Discord? Let's see. Let's make sure it's not advertised on the Discord. Grandmaster Walter Browne was a very nice, gentle, and caring guy. What few people know, by the way, is that he was Hans Niemann's first trainer. He was Grandmaster Hans Niemann's first trainer, and he influenced, Hans and I talked about going to his house up the long hill. I can't remember the name of the street that he lived on, but he lived up a particular mountain road. And it was truly a great thing. I should do a book review and study stream on his games. He wrote a book before he died. Died an early death, unfortunately. Totally unexpected. I think he was 63. 66. Doing what he loved to do, playing poker. Excellent theoretician in chess. Chicago 1974, Oberlin 1975, Mentor 1977, Greenville 1980. I'm having a tough time getting that particular book. And South Bend 1981, which I do have. Of these 6 titles, 3 were shared. He also created the first organized blitz rating system. And because he was starting out, he actually created the World Blitz Chess Association. The World Blitz Chess Association publication. I wish I still had some of those. I worked with him on that in the early days. He had asked me to run tournaments at the Marshall Chess Club, and I did. So the Friday night tournaments at the Marshall Chess Club became WBCA rated blitz events, and everyone enjoyed it. Ultimately, blitz became a more accepted form throughout, and FIDE started rating it, obviously. Most people called it the Walter Browne Chess Association, the WBCA. How are we doing today? Up 8 rating points despite losing the first one to not moving. Very sad. Can't tell who's leading the blitz in the Tata Steel broadcast. It looks as though Arjun Aragaisi is winning at the moment, with Wesley So just behind him. This is just a blitz, by the way. And for the women, Carissa Yip, of course. She's in full beast mode. And they're not even showing her games, obviously. Totally makes sense that they shouldn't show her games. Uh-oh, looks like we could be in trouble here. A little bit of trouble. Just a spot of trouble. She is up in material, though. Is there any way in for her opponent? Can we just play the move? So what happened there? Hold the phone here. It was bishop takes rook d1, queen h4, takes, king up. Oh no. This is a pretty easy move to spot. I expected g4 though, that's what I would play. And of course I wouldn't expect anyone to play queen to g5. Looks like Carissa is in trouble with 10 seconds to 9 here. Yep, black is victorious. There's nothing to do here, folks. So it's gotten a little tighter. 1 minute left in our arena. It looks as though the Walter Browne Bullet Association is not making it. Not today, anyway. Accessible. A 2,173-day streak. Those are my peak ratings. I think I might have been higher USCF, but that's all I can track down. They had a fire in 1991. I routinely miss. These are Tuesdays. Blitz, Billiards Tuesdays are the days that I don't do chess, interestingly enough. The Discord link is working. The Twitter link, no, you're not getting any of my money. Not that I can think of, anyway. A lot of political stuff here, unfortunately. It's really sad how bad this is. That's what I was heading back for. Have we been making a post every day? I think so. I do private classes. TKG. TK. In any event, I don't do classes like one-offs. I do classes as part of a series of classes in training. That is the way it should be done as an academic subject. Whoop, we didn't even join this one. Silly me. Let's return to the Blitz and Rapid. 6-7. Did we really see that there? Round 6 in 7 minutes. So last century, right? That joke. Let's see how the players are faring now. Aragaisi now with 5 points. It's hard to believe that. Oh wait, here's the score right here. 5, 3.5, 3.5, 2.5. These are only the number of games won, I see. So that makes sense. So out of 5 rounds, Carissa Yip is now 4-1. They're on a break between rounds. Well, I take it back. Chess-Base India is covering this for Lead Chess. That's very cool. I like it that they're going from the YouTube standpoint. Let's go to the Blitz Women. Carissa Yip on board 1. I have no doubt that she's going to beat Vantika Agrawal. So it's 4, 3.5. That's more like it. She has drawn 3 games and won 2. Carissa Yip has won 4 games and lost 1. I believe that winning the games is an important key tiebreaker. What does that mean? Direct encounter with the person next to them. Sonnenberg Burger? That's a very unfair tiebreak, right? If you are leading and your Sonnenberg Burger is lower than the second place person, and I'll tell you why that is. Actually, I don't necessarily know why it is. I know that in many U.S. sports, the lower rated person always has higher tie breaks. You add up the opponent's scores, basically. This is what is used on Lee chess as well. So you add up all of the opponent's scores. If we look over here, we can see that she has beaten Harika, Ramesh, Vaishali, Zaganitsi, and Rakshita, and she lost to Stavrula. You get all of the points. Oh, interesting. The Greece, she won from Greece. Very nice. So let's just add up those 4 players, those 5 players, right? So here we have 1 plus 2, that's 3. She doesn't get any of these points because she lost. That's 5.5, 7.5. Right, so those are the 4 players for 7.5 points. Is that true? 1, 3, and these 2 for 5. Yes, she gets all of those points. However, Ventika gets half from the people that she drew. So she actually drew 3 players, so she's going to get half of their points, I believe. So let's take a look at her opponents. She drew with Nana, Harika, and Gorichkina. There's where her extra half point comes from. And then she gets all of Divya Deshmukh and all of Vaishali. Let's take a look. Divya Deshmukh is 2, 4.5, right? And then, so that's 4.5 plus half of the scores of the 3 remaining opponents that we talked about. And she played Agarwal and Gorshakina. That's 7, so she gets 3.5 points from here. And she gets half of the 2-pointer over here, so that's 8.5. So that explains the Sonnenberg Burger tiebreak. We have the Blitz. Should we advertise this? We should. We definitely got it out. But it could be a very slow morning because of the World Rapid and Blitz. No doubt about it. Let's head over to our inbox. We'll grab this one. Copy link address. While we're waiting, we don't have games yet there. The opponent is outside the square. Well, the games are seeded for the women's broadcasts. Tata Steel, we're going to return. Let's go with our Columbia Grammar graduate, Hans Niemann, facing white. H3, of course, is the best move against the Najdorf. Hans chooses to play bishop e2, e5, knight to b3. Oh, sorry, Anand. G4, folks. Their standing should be next to them like they do for us in our arenas, right? So we know exactly what's going on. Their standing should be next to their name on the player's overview. Pin on homepage. That is such a great feature. Pin on homepage. I want to go back to see the leader of the Blitz for the women, Carissa Yip. As I predicted, she will and should win this game. This came from a modern. Carissa Yip likes these formations. Queen to b4 check, knight to c3, bishop takes c3 wins material. I don't know if she's going to really go for that, but there she goes. And her opponent chose the most passive continuation. Still with a pleasant position for white. We need to finish our open development. We're going to be working on it. Carissa Yip showing her aggressive intentions the moment the opponent castles. Saying, I am just going to beat you. This is a standard simplifying tactic to try to gain some space. Doesn't really hurt Carissa that she is continuing to travel in this particular direction.
Good morning, sir.
Oli, good morning. How are you? Yes, our event is going on. How are you? Great to see you, Oli. Namaste. Namaste. We are watching Carissa Yip, who is in the lead by half a point. The person in second place is her opponent at the moment. She's nursing a very small advantage here in development and space. Leaving her king in the center is typical in these systems.
Ollie said, THX, I am fine, hope you too.
This is somewhat asking for it, but I don't think that there is anything to be concerned about. Knight to g4 is not on. h4 I do expect. Of all of the moves in this particular position, h4 is what I expect. Wow, queen a7, maintaining the advantage that way. That was totally, hold on here. Rook c8, king h2. I did not see queen a7 on the radar. But she is maintaining her balance, and she continues with exactly this. Knight g4 check. That is a nice maneuver. For what it's worth, it is a nice maneuver. And she finds it. Whether she's going for more aggressive intentions or not. H takes g4, bishop takes g3, g takes f5. And the opponent flinched. I'm expecting knight h2, but queen a6. Rook h4, I definitely expect that move. Bishop takes d4, queen takes d4, rook c4. Definitely possible. So it was queen to b4. Oh, it was queen to c4, bishop e5, d e5, knight e3, rook e3, removing the defender of the rook on e3. This looks bad. This looks very bad. No! In her own time trouble, she got hornswoggled. She is a bit of a comeback artist. So let's see how much her comeback artistry can save her now. This doesn't look good. I believe that this is going to be 0-1. Oh, they're getting time back every move. It's 3 plus 2. That's not good. Well, that was a great attack until it wasn't. She's going to literally have to play a lot faster. Let's go back to the Blitz men to see what happened in that. Hans Niemann lost to Anand, to be expected. Nihal Sarin has been tearing it up. I'm becoming a bit more of a fan of Nihal. Eric Geisy's been stealing the show for me. Mertzen, every right to be here. Why isn't my reminder coming up that I'm being paired in my own event? Did I lose by accident? Oh, because there is no pairing. Silly me. 45 minutes beginning at 6:15. Is that true? Or should it be 35 minutes? I thought this one is 40 minutes. 35, 40, 45. That's the ideal amount of time we should give to each of these training events. 35, 40, 45. And on the rapid, the 5+5, these two events are almost too long. 55 minutes. This should be 45 minutes. As they are throughout the week. $35, $40, $45. And in that manner, the if it's 45 minutes, that would mean that tomorrow's rapid, the rapid is not showing up, round 6. That was really nice to have that pinned on the front page. Unpin round 6. Players, Aragaisi still in the lead with 5 ahead of 4.5. Wesley So. And we no longer have Chrissy Yip in the lead here, as her opponent took over with 4.5, 4.5, and Chrissy Yip is still at 4. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's pin round 7. Head back to our community team arena. Oh, I actually wanted to adjust the starting time for both of these in 42 minutes. I believe this one starts 10 minutes earlier than it's supposed to. Should be starting at 7:15. And it should be 45 minutes. And tomorrow's event starts at 7:15. Right? 7:15 and 45 minutes. Yesterday's event, Loznica, started at 7:15 as well. Reload. Let's join the rapid arena just in case. Just in case everybody thinks that we are not going to be there. Where is everybody today? Watching the Blitz and Rapid, obviously. But in between, we should be doing our exercises. The old mate and ones. Now, meanwhile, what in the world is going on? We get to capture. Then we get to capture that queen, and we'll capture back here. There seems to be some sound issues. Oli, are there sound issues on your end? Is it choppy, or is it just me? I feel like it might just be me. Or is it too loud, the sound? Nope. This is all local sound. Interesting. It's a local sound setting. Made into... We're winning a bishop. Just as simple as takes. Takes, mate. Trying to figure out what's causing the sound skippage. Unless the sound isn't skipping for everyone and it's just me. This is a nice bishop mate. May save that one for later. This is as simple as a capture, right? Just as simple as a do not be scared, do not be alarmed. Thank you for the free piece. I don't really like the fact that the sound is skipping, or is it just these earbuds? That is the question. Is it? Could it be just the earbuds? Oh no! Mate in one, ladies and gentlemen. Mate in one. We missed, of all things, checkmate in one. And this was a pawn promotion on the very first one. Unbelievable. Unbelievable that we missed a pawn promotion on the first one. A hook mate with the bishop. Are we ready? Let's head back to round 7. Not yet. The round is starting in 1 minute. I don't really need another mate in one, but I might need another mate in one for the bishops. I needed to keep acquiring. 35 seconds. That's cool. That's so cool. This is a huge one. Unfortunately, Carissa Yip not quite expected to be the favorite here at all. Let's bring this up. This is, of course, an Italian game. I'm not a big fan of the Italian game. If you really want to become an improving player, you have to like go with the basics, the fundamentals, the die-hard, hardcore Ruy Lopez's and everything. Why give yourself a handicap? Right? Why give yourself a handicap? Oh. The moment we had an opponent, it appeared. That was good. Hopefully we will engage. Knight F3, eh? He's trying to lure me into some mainline stuff. Do I want to play it that way? No, let's just play it in Grunfeld-esque fashion. Without the move c4 in, I am intrigued. Very, very intrigued. A true King's Indian reversed. Yes, and I'm going to go all out. I should be playing h6, bishop e6. Interesting. I'm losing a pawn in the center if I don't continue to grab space. Let's go all Carissa Yip on our opponent. So this is a sacrifice of a pawn. Let's see if it's worth it. Interesting. All right, so you're going to play in this manner, and so are we. Consolidation. All right, so now we have two connected outside pass pawns. If we take this, we don't have a choice. Takes. So knight to d5, knight takes d5, e takes d5. And they win the exchange. So knight to d5 did work. Knight to d5 was a good move there. could be the big idea. I don't know. Make sure that nothing else comes to the C file. Alrighty then. Let's remove some of the defenders of the center. Alrighty. Destroying our lovely setup, our lovely home. Not sure what this is all about. Let's throw this check in to make sure that that king goes to a square where we can bother him. I don't know if I like it, but bishop f4, bishop takes f5, check, 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 check. Did I get myself into a spot here? Maybe. Maybe, but I like all of my control over these squares, it seems, Oh no! We might have to. Well, that was unusual. That was very unusual. I am just losing here. Yes. Here a check, there a check, everywhere a check, check. Can't survive this, can I?
4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2.
Oh no,
4.
he had mate in one. He missed mate in one. That's all right. Good for you, sir. Good on you. Oh, bollocks. That was a good game. That was a very good game. Already GG's. We're still trying to get our F4s in. You did? Cha-ching! How did the prep go? Did you do your puzzle streak? 67. 67 every day in puzzle streak. Congratulations. It's actually not that hard. No, we weren't going to take that anyway, right? Because we want control over the E5 square. Interesting. Pawn takes, pawn takes. Takes, 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 takes. Takes, 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 takes. That was not expected at all. Not expected at all. Expected. Not expected at all. Do I want to stay up in material? Yes. Are we winning material again? It does appear to be so. Good games. While the night remains dominated. While the night remains dominated. Where are you going, it seems? Forkovich. Forkovich, Forkovich, Forkovich. Can I do that? It seems. Now we're talking. Everybody's awake now. Danya D, good morning and welcome back. Danya D. Wait a minute, Nico. Was that you, sir? I apologize if that was you. We do have, believe it or not, in our Discord, an IRL tournament if you want to report your results or talk about your games or all that stuff. No worries. No worries. Carissa Yip drew? No, she won. Carissa Yip won the previous round, and she is now tied with the tournament leader, Gorchakina. Let's take a quick peek at this. Round 7. We can unpin this round. Oh, and we have to get back. There's a player waiting for us. So Carissa Yip beat Katerina Lotto. Excellent. And in the men, Wesley So is leading with Arjun Arakaisi. I'm rooting for Arakaisi. I am part Indian in the sense that... So the boards for round 8. Arakaisi's playing Prague. That is always a key matchup. And this is the head-to-head battle for the leaders. If they don't broadcast this one live, I tell you, what are they doing? Chess-based India is concentrating on Vaishali, Vantika, Rakshita, and Divya, and Harika, of course. I don't think they'll be covering the Carissa Yip game. And of course, Chess 24 is also not covering what they're supposed to be covering. This is round 8. Let's get somebody a match. Yes, we're back. All right, we have to play briskly here. Oh, this is you, bud. Buddy. I was risking it. Could have been a Grunfeld in reverse. Interesting. He definitely likes these positions. That much is true. We will go for it. We will move the same piece twice. That is a very good answer to Bishop E7, to be honest. It's a very good answer to Bishop. Bishop E7. Bishop E7. Bishop E7. Bishop e7. Yeah, this is quite annoying, I admit. I definitely admit it. Quite annoying. So we do some damage control. We go from being down a pawn to being up a pawn. I do believe that bishop takes c6 was actually going to be quite good there. Are the knights better than the bishops? I guess we have to find out the old-fashioned way. This guy's outplaying me consistently. I'm down a -1 after 3 games. Well, that's interesting. I think I have to take this. Oh no. We're gonna survive it. Somehow. We're gonna survive it. Somehow. 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 I don't like it one bit. Arg. I don't like it. What is my opponent's ranking? Am I affecting him? No, he's in first place. He's not going to be affected by me. At all, at all, at all, at all, at all, at all, at all. Can I survive this? No, huh? He's saying that I cannot survive this at all, at all. Very sad. He is the stronger player, I'll give him that much. He's now +2 against me, right? Nicely done. Congrats. There is a new arena. It will be starting in just a moment. Did I get it off? I don't know if I typed it right. I did type it right. There's nothing there, huh? The Rapid and Classical is coming up. All right, Carissa, yep, drew with Gorchakina, so she has a chance to tie for first. This is a rarity. She hardly ever draws. That's craziness. How could she have drawn? That never happens. That literally never happens. This was a Grandmaster draw if there ever was one. Gorchakina played the Rui Lopez, trying to give her a good example of what she's supposed to be doing. They repeated the position. Fascinating. It's hard to find a move like H3, but it isn't as hard to find a move like F4. So if we go back to round 8 and we look at the players, 5.5, 5.5. How many games have been played? 8 games have been played. So they just need to make it one more round. Let's unpin round 8, go to round 9. Oh, okay, for the first day, there's one game with each. Round 9 in 11 minutes, that's forever. I'm surprised at my... It should be plus 30 rating points. Well, of course, we already know that she's not what she's supposed to be rated. Can you lose a rating point in this field? Can you really lose a rating point in this field when you're rated that low? Basically, for showing up, you should just finish even. So she is facing Divya Deshmukh in the next round. All right, we'll be back in 10 minutes. I do have to get coffee. We're looking at Chess Basics, Watch, Broadcasts, Tata Steel, in progress. Also on the front page when you're a member, you should see it pop up over here. And where is the Discord? Did I close it? I must have closed it. It looks Looks like we got a little bit of a hiccup with StreamCord being late. Why was StreamCord so late with YouTube? The YouTube announcement. That's so strange. So meanwhile, we do need to get coffee. Let's take care of that business as well. While we're at it, we're going to pause and we will be right back. Put up the links for the and for the Rapid Arena. If we can pin that link, that would be great. The secret to chess is not moving, by the way. That is one of the little known secrets. Not moving, more thinking. See everything about your possible destination before you move. Always look back and see what you could have done better, what you were planning on doing, and what succeeded, what worked, and what didn't. Always look back at your games, review, and learn. Studying the game in its entirety is the way to go. You have to develop all parts of your game equally in order to increase its strength, because opponents are going to be weak in various areas of the game, and if you can win 2 out of 3 of the areas of the game, then like on American Idol or any of those voting survivor shows, you will move on to the next phase. If they're attacking your rooks, threaten a queen. If they're attacking your queen, threaten checkmate and pawn. And in all cases, you can counterattack with check as an in-between move. Counterattack, the #1 tool, recommended by grandmasters.
It's really all about your diet. You know, you are what you study. And if you study great players, you play great chess. Playing blitz with the Hikaru Nakamura, or regularly playing blitz with someone who literally shows you glaringly what you're doing wrong, like that. There is no substitute for the old-fashioned, you know, just getting slapped across the face when you make a mistake. Just no substitute.
The problem is that right now, I believe that Browne is the better player, and nothing's going to change that. The only person that can change that is right here. If you honestly put anyone on a pedestal, then you're already going to have an experience. You're going to have some difficult experiences against opponents. If you put anyone on a pedestal, then you might as well just hang it up, because you're not going to be able to beat them. You have to take the bull by the horns, find their faults. They are human like anyone else. And that's all you have to do, is raise yourself up. A certain comfort zone soar toward playing correctly, grabbing space, an equal amount of space, having equal chances to win, not letting yourself fall behind in any manner, way, shape, or form by gambiting a pawn unsoundly, like in the Stafford Gambit, but simply playing good shots. So many people out there who are studying openings instead of learning how to win the game. In other words, if you are studying the London or any opening variation, how much will that really reward you toward winning a game versus learning specific strategic methods, maneuvers, plays, or honing your endgame skills toward pocketing further points and thereby gaining rating points. I cannot recommend Chess Informant publications highly enough. Despite the nature of the modern era with computing and ChessBase, you can actually receive a digital copy along with your subscription to Chess Informant and receive the benefit of all worlds. And of course, if you invest in other Chess Informant products, such as the 1000 Best of the Best, you'll be able to pick apart the annotations of the 1960s and improve your chess in that manner.
I couldn't just play what I wanted to play in a position. I had to play what the position dictated. In other words, if a plan was organic to the position, it succeeded. But if I try to force my will, let's just say like the 4-move checkmate, then it cannot possibly succeed against
after the death of Tigran the Trojan. And on that particular Sunday, a young man walked into my establishment and told me that the world champion was dead. It was a Sunday morning. The Sunday Morning Herald had the article in it, which he showed me, and I was so shocked. And I asked him, how are you so interested in chess? And he said that his father was the champion of the Berkeley, UC, California chess club. And that morning, I began playing him for 25 sets a game, and if he won, he would get the whole roll of quarters, which would be $10. And after about 3 games, I decided I had had enough, and this could not last, and I said, why don't I just teach you how to play the game? At the end of the week, he came back and he said, either my father is not telling the truth, or Berkeley had a really terrible chess. Aim higher. Set your standards higher. Be better. I mean, you're aiming at a level of player that is more or less intermediate. I already did this comment, or I already made this comment earlier, that players under 2400 are intermediate. So if you aim higher, aim at becoming a better player. Basically, Gotham Chess is an advanced intermediate player. He is hoping to become a grandmaster for a reason, because then he will be a real player. I would only hope to do the same thing myself, as my rating is even lower and weaker. I'm not as good as Gotham Chess yet. I am a hop, skip, and a jump above beginner. Our goal is that everyone should have an opportunity to become a better player. That is far more important than any individual win for rating points, because honestly, when you are a certain strength, the rating points just come and go. If you have a bad day, your rating returns to your true strength on the very next day. So there's no reason, absolutely no reason for anyone to be fretting over rating points or anyone getting help on any particular move when this is meant purely and entirely for training for actual real-life events. Not sure how he's defending it now. I don't think he can defend it now. This is not good. There's even more where that came from. Maybe we could have berserked. Do not berserk. Never, ever, ever berserk.
And of course, the old discovered mate. I would actually like to call this the reti mate, right? Where he sacked his queen on d8 and played bishop to g5 and bishop to d8 when the king ran to c7, as there were pawns here, rook on this square, knight on that square. So the Richard reti mate followed by the...
Start at the beginning. Basically, you're going for an AP class in chess when you study Kasparov or Magnus. And if you've not passed all of your primary school classes, your fundamentals, your absolute basics, which are Lasker, Capablanca, Morphy, Alekhine, then it becomes very difficult to jump into science at a higher level. Piece coordination on a day. And we're back. Let's keep shuffling the tunes. Should I be able to find the tunes? Three minutes away. Danya D. Already GG's. Nico, good to see you, man. I haven't looked at the rewards to see if the request had been sent. Sound alerts. Is it in the sound alerts? Never back down, never what? I don't know what that was. That was way too loud, whatever that was. That was way too loud, that sound alert. Animations. Interesting. I thought I had my own stuff set up, honestly. My alerts. Starting in 29 seconds. Okay. And we're off. This is a little small, this board. Even though we could do it the other way. Let's avoid any exchanges. grab our share of the space. Ensure our king's safety. Pretend like none of this is happening. Wasn't that interesting? It's a big hole. There's a big hole in this position. Not to be recommended, of course. Really? It's going to be that way. Put this on a high alert while we're at it. Nothing but removing the defender, folks. Some small forkage. Nothing to be alarmed about. Small forkage. Small forkage alert. Takes. That's interesting. Must go away. That was a little desperate. Connecting the dots. All right. I'm not entirely sure of the point of the last few moves, but one, two, three, four. That's mate and four, but this should be 1, 2, 3. Nico. Danya D is present. Some rust? I am rust. I am rust. Is it 600 points? No, it's only 500 points. How do we get to that square? This way? Little overworkage going on here. Just a little overworkage. Just a wee bit of overworkage, folks. Just a wee bit. Just keep him dancing. Gonna dance the night away. Oh, Danya. How do we get there? How do we get there? See what he does. Bishop takes. Knight takes. Namaste, sir. Namaste. I need to give him a chance. Oh no, I accidentally played the Karo Khan. I discovered in this line that many people just give away a piece for free. It's hard to believe that they do, but they do. Unbelievable that they do. Queen to d3, by the way, on the fifth move is my recommended choice. Can I just not lose any more time here? Let's do it. Moment of truth. I have to remember that I am berserking. I am berserking. He did see what my idea was, so that was already good. Trying to get our pieces united as fast as possible, Have to remember that I'm berserking here. Where are you going, sir? Moment of truth. At least if I lose my knight, I'll have something for it. I'll have something for it. Not to be distracted. 238 other players. Uh-oh. Charles numero uno is here. Not to be deferred from giving someone the bird. Not to be deferred from giving the bird. Moment of truth, moment of truth. Let's see what he's made of in this moment of truth. Feel like I would have played D4. That was an interesting choice of squares. An interesting choice of squares. Indeed. Interesting choice of squares. Indeed, indeed. Indeed, 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 indeed. Give him something to think about. That was interesting too. That was interesting too. Takes, takes, takes. I am concerned, obviously. But where are you going, really? All right, in for a penny, in for a pound. Not as sharp tactically as Charles is. Toast. Yes, I might be toast. I could be toast. I probably am toast. It's going to be interesting how I survive this. If I survive this. That I can possibly survive this. I am in such trouble here. Absolutely such trouble. Craziness how much trouble I'm in. If he's going to take over first place, though, he's going to need to work a little bit harder. Not sure what he's thinking about, but I am very close to toast. Indeed. That move could have been played a lot longer ago because almost everything transposes right back to where we were. Here a check, there a check. Good game, sir. I didn't have a choice. You were going to get the same thing no matter what. Almost no matter what. I was just worried that in this particular position, if I stepped to G4, then you were going to get F5 check earlier. And then it's even worse. Because I can't go anywhere. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe it was better. I think it's the same mate, right? Check. Oh, I'm supposed to throw a whole bunch of stuff in the way. I'm like, why isn't it a mate faster? That's crazy. What is his score right now? He is plus... Oh my god. He's plus a lot. Alright. We're gonna play this a la modern style, modern style, modern style. Could have also taken with the D pawn, and I didn't really think about it like I should have. Didn't think about it like I should have. That's interesting. What in the world are you doing? What in the world are you doing? Counterattack in the center because he's given me hope and breath for life. Given me hope and breath for life. Yes. Do I take first? That doesn't matter. I take, he takes. He's gonna outfox me. Anyway, he's gonna pull the youth card. He is going to pull the youth card, and I will not be able to do anything about it. He's gonna say, I am younger than you. And he's gonna be absolutely correct. Takes. It's a little annoying, I admit. I want to do it. I don't want to do it. I just want to get exactly what's coming to me. Wow. Bum 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 ba dum bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum ba bum ba bum 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 ba bum bum ba bum bada bum, bada bum. Moment of truth. Moment. Moment of truth. Moment. Moment of truth. So bishop d5, huh? Bishop d5, huh? Bishop d5, huh? Queen takes, pawn takes, knight takes. Where are you going and what does it all mean? I mean, we're only up a pawn, right? So he's going to get his pawn back. Alrighty. Bishop takes, bishop takes, bishop takes, bishop takes. Can I really not checkmate him here? That's really rude. If I really cannot checkmate him here, that's really rude. Knight f3. He's not going to resign anyway. Aha, Jaman. I'm hoping my bird days are behind me, giving everyone the bird. I'm too nice of a guy to give everyone the bird. You know, it just doesn't work out. Ultimately, it just doesn't work out. Giving everyone the bird isn't my cup of tea. Giving everyone the bird isn't my cup of tea. Really? Let's stick that pawn there. Can I do it this way? No. No, no, no. Do I want the united pawn front? I think I do. I do want the united pawn front. D5. How much amusement value can I get out of this if his king is caught in the center? How much? A lot. We can get a lot of amusement value out of this. A lot of amusement value for any king caught in the center. Interesting. 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 Went nuts here. I went nuts here. So he gets to take. This is going to be a bother. That was a mistake I was expecting, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that was a mistake I was expecting. Indeed. Games played 0. Incorrect. Incorrect, but that's all right. It all worked out well. Unfortunately, that was my rating. 2023 was probably my rating, as he beat me. 801. Let's make sure that we don't have him here. If young Mr. Charles is available to continue working on some really fascinating stuff. The only way I get to study chess for myself is if I have strong enough students to enjoy studying with them. I found that I have no motivation to study for myself anymore. It seems like it's terrible and tragic. So Nico Williams was going to redeem a challenge request, but I don't know that this is the day that he should redeem a challenge request. We will refresh to see if it's done, but I don't see it. In any event, in order to unpin that stream ending thingamajiggy, we're going to see who is on, and I really don't see anyone for the most part. Isn't that crazy? Should be something funny going on, right? Nothing? Nothing I see. But let's hope that we have a few or two. Thank you all for being here. Cheers and ciao. Have a great day. I may try to squeeze in some instructional before my next lesson. I may be back. I may be not. We'll know in short bit. Thank you so much, Globus Peladusi, yesterday for following. I wasn't streaming, but thank you for being there anyway. Cheers and ciao, everyone. Have a great day.